Help support our coverage using Blueberry, the community that gives creators the ability to make money, get detailed audience measurements, and host their audio and video. Get 30 days to try out the service using promo code BLUBRRY004.
All right, Paige.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, I'm Don Baine. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, and I see you're here from Hydra.
Yep, Peratech.
Okay.
We're showcasing Hydra. Yes.
Tell me all about it.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it. I'm a novice.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about Peratech first, if that's all right. So at Peratech, we aim to inspire the adoption of meaningful digital interactions through.
They got your computer there.
Oh, perfect. Through immersive, tactile, human-machine experiences. And the way we do that, we accomplish that is through our proprietary force sensing technology and through haptics. And
so if you don't know what haptics is, it's your feedback. When you push a button, it's going to vibrate, or some facsimile thereof. It's telling you what's going on, so it's giving you physical feedback as you interact with whatever it is you're interacting.
Yes.
How's that?
That's perfect.
Right.
Yes. And the force sensing that we do here is...
Now, I think what you're going to have to do, you'd want the audience to see this?
I would like to, if you want,
Yeah, I think that would be good.
Okay,
so we're going to put you facing it towards this camera right here.
I'm going to have to stand up, so I hope
okay.
you're okay
We don't
with
mind.
that. All right.
Let's get
I'm going to get right next to you here.
That's
good.
All right. That's good.
Okay. So what we're going to showcase today...
Yeah, I'm just going to shoot.
Sorry.
There we go. That's good.
Can you see okay?
Yeah.
All right. What we're going to showcase today is
can we go back to the screenshot? There you go.
All right. We're going to showcase three things today. The first is our Hydra full force keyboards. Let me just pull that up real quick.
So what he's doing now is he's drawing a keyboard, pulling that up.
Not drawing a keyboard.
Okay, so there's our keyboard.
Here's our keyboard. And in a regular keyboard, when you're playing games, you have to tap a whole bunch, right, to get something going. So what we do is we add the capability to add force. You can see the force meter right here. It's measuring how hard I'm pressing, okay? And so you can try it yourself. So try the W. Yeah. Well,
so
here.
we're talking right there. Right
this
here,
is the
same thing.
Same thing. That's our widget, okay?
So you can see he's increased the force.
Yeah. Oop. I don't know what happened.
Did I just tap that?
I think you did. It's
all
okay.
right.
We'll fix it. Get out of there. Okay. And so when you have force sensing in a keyboard, we can apply this in all kinds of applications. We can do it for productivity, creative design, but what we're focusing right now on is for gaming. Because when you have force sensing in gaming, you're not just doing a quick tap, right? Which is what it is today. But what you add is fidelity. And you can ease in on the gas pedal. You can feather the brakes. You can actually steer in a meaningful way. So you're putting in
slight nuances that make obviously a significant impact on what it is that you're doing.
Absolutely. So let's see. Where did the game go here?
We got a shot of my car there in case you can't see that.
Here we go. All right. So if we're going to play just a normal game here, so you can go ahead and try WASD. So you can see how the steering wheel, we're easing into it.
Right, you're able to finesse it where before you couldn't do that.
Finesse that, and then instead of having to tap the key a whole bunch of times for the gas, I can just ease up, and then the brake, I can ease into the brake, right? I don't have to tap a whole bunch of times.
Got it.
So the value here for gamers is that a lot of their interactions are reaction time. And when you look at sports as a whole, you have reaction time, but also finesse. So if you're playing tennis, for example, you have to get to the ball quickly, but you also have to direct it. You have to put spin on it, etc. Basketball, whatever sport. So now what this does is it adds that layer of skill for high-end gamers. But also at the same time, this is really intuitive. If you're going to be a first-time gamer, playing a gaming app or any type game, Assassin's Creed, etc., you get to get into the game faster without having to learn a whole bunch of different key combinations.
Right.
And so beneficial for novices, beneficial for advanced gamers, and what that does is it also expands playtime. So the game developers can get the gamers into the game faster.
So is this product primarily for gamers?
No, no, no. So this is, we're showcasing gaming here, but we also have our trackpad. We can do this for creativity as well. So if you're a designer and you wanted to add like a color wheel or brightness, you can just press the key harder or lighter, and, you can.
That's slightly different from the gaming application.
It is absolutely different from the gaming, but it is all the same technology. Okay. So our software ties this all together, and what we do is we create profiles so that regardless of what the application is.
So if I'm using Adobe Premiere or Photoshop,
yeah, absolutely.
So it has applications for video editing?
It's not doing the video editing itself.
Right, but it is finessing the keys.
Yes, it's finessing the keys.
Okay.
There you go.
And I could see that application when you're, creating things, art.
Yeah, and so our
design.
And our trackpad is actually really unique. So we have up to 5 fingers right here is what we're showcasing today.
Let me just do this so the audience can see. This is the actual trackpad.
Yeah.
And we'll go back to the other camera now, and you can actually. So I mean, it's a good size, but it's a nice size. So there he has his 5 fingers there.
See the 5 fingers there, and we can go up to 10, but we're showcasing 5 today. And you see the zones right here. You can program these zones to do different items, and so you just have to click into them. You can have undo, copy, paste, etc. And
so you essentially can customize this to whatever you want.
And then we have deep click. So since our hardware, it's a touch anywhere surface. Okay, we don't have a whole bunch of a sensor here and a sensor. It's the entire thing.
Right.
So we know exactly where you are and how hard you're pressing. See that how we can measure that.
Yeah.
And then as you want to set up your 1, 2, 3 finger deep clicks, you can assign different actions to those as well. So if you're working
totally
with PowerPoint or any type of application, you can create that profile. And what we're doing, we're going to showcase soon, is we're going to have the full application will have a community experience to it as well. So say I create my own profile for Figma, I can share it to the community. Other people can download it, they can modify it. So we're going to have a real nice ecosystem here around force sensing and
all right.
haptics.
Are there other applications that you wanted to show?
Yeah, let me see.
Because I got a bunch of questions
for you.
So
you can
leave me
pepper
time
me
for
with
my tough questions.
With questions. Let's see. I can show you Figma here. Let's see if this will. Let me pull this over real quick. All right. Okay.
By the way, folks, this works quite well as I'm sitting here watching this being operated. It's very responsive. There's no lag or anything like that. So that's fairly impressive.
Oh yeah, no, it's.
Well, lots of times I see products that are supposed to do something, and when I get them here, they're.
Yeah, there's no lag. There's
that's important.
Anti-ghosting on the keyboard.
No, it's nice
there's
and smooth.
No palm rejection on the trackpad. So say you've selected a number of items. If you, we've assigned, I believe, horizontal on this one. So if you deep click H, you've aligned them all. Let's see, I believe this one is undo. So I've assigned this area as undo, okay? Now say I wanted to do a vertical alignment. I just deep click V. Oh, well, let me go, is it V? All right, well, we'll go back to H. But anyway.
We've got tech support right there.
I do have tech support. So, but you can see that, well, maybe it's tab then. That's what, okay.
Okay, there's clearly a learning curve with this.
There's a little bit because you have to, you're going to design your own, well, we're going to have profiles for everyone, all applications set up. And just like any other like keyboard or any tech experience, we're making this more intuitive. We're making this easier for a user. If you wanted to just add caps, pressing harder to have a capital A or whatever as you're typing, then makes it easy. You don't have to press the shift key.
Yeah, one application that I see for this, and again, it's a very esoteric application, but I do a lot of multi-image slideshows in my production company.
Yeah.
And it involves syncing the visuals, whether they're JPEGs, pictures, and or videos.
Yeah.
And a lot of the software programs that I use, and there's not just one that I use, there's this thing called beat synchronization. And the program is supposed to automatically go in, and whatever song you're using as the background music, it's supposed to sync each visual
to that beat.
To the beat of the music. They do it, but they don't do it well. They're always off here or there. I'm assuming, I don't know, I'm asking, because of this sensitivity, this looks like it would be a perfect solution to that, because many times I do it manually because my eye and ear is better than a computer.
Yeah, you can definitely,
believe it or not.
You can definitely find it.
Pardon me?
You can definitely do something like
now,
that.
Now, my question is, I ask a lot of crazy questions,
no,
so you got to bear with me.
I'm open for crazy questions.
All right, so if I have an esoteric program, PTE, you don't even know what that is.
I know.
It's called Pix to Exec.
Okay.
Fabulous program. I love it. It's great for putting these slideshows together.
Okay.
And they're complex. And their beat synchronization is, in my opinion, not good. Can I take this application and integrate with that?
Well, what you're going to...
Because the way I'd be doing it is, I'd be pressing whatever number key it is every time I want to change it like that. And by the time I push the button and by the time it realizes I'm pushing the button, it's not too accurate. Would this work in that situation?
Well, yeah, it's zero latency. So, I mean, if it's a
But
matter
I'm able
of,
to adapt this particular product to that application.
Yeah, you create a profile. Essentially, we
that is
create
spectacular.
A profile for that application.
That is very good.
And then you can design, you can say, hey, every time I tap the top left, or I deep click, or...
Now let me ask you, if I do that, is the computer then going to realize it's right now, it's not a second later?
Yeah.
Okay.
Zero latency.
All right. Fabulous, fabulous demonstration, Paige. You answered all the tough questions. Thank you so much. Now, if people want to find out, is this available now?
So Lenovo does have some Legion keyboards with with force sensing in it, RTEC.
What would I look for specifically?
I believe it's the Legion 7 or one of the Legions, and then mid 2025, the Trackpad will be coming out along with our Hydra Connect.
Keep an eye on this stuff. I think you're seeing the embryonic stages of it. It can really go really cool places. I can tell you that right now. Paige, thank you so much.
Thanks for having us here.
Coming in
really
and
appreciate
putting up with me. Good stuff. We should keep an eye on that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a good show.
The Tech Podcast Network CES 2025 coverage is executive produced by Adam Barker. Technical director is Kirk Corliss. Associate producers are Nancy Ertz, Tracy Ingram, Xerxes Goddard, Brandy Jackson, and Aviva Cram. Voiceover by Aaron Hurst. Our hosts are Marlo Anderson, Don Baine, and Scott Ertz. Studio and equipment are provided by PLUGHITZ Productions. The TPN studio executive is Todd Cochran. This has been a Tech Podcast Network production, copyright 2025.